Hi, today I'm gonna show you uh, how to get value from TextBox and show it on label output when the button is clicked using Visual Studio application and the language C Sharp. I'm gonna start from the beginning, from the creating a new project. You go File menu, New Project, and you go on the left side. You pick C Sharp and Windows Form Application selection and give the name for your new Windows application. You just rename it. I wanna just change it, like, let's say it can be TextBox Pro. You can name it as you please, and also you can browse the location for the project where it can be saved. You just browse and select the uh, folder, and you just select folder. And the solution name can also be different, or if you don't change it, it will be the same name like a project name. And then you click OK. When you click OK, it's creating a project and it will be by default size. If you want to resize it, you can just drag and resize it, and I want to make it like very small. And next I'm gonna drag and drop from the left side two text boxes. One is for the first name, second one is for the last name, and we will have button. When we hit the button, value from the first name, last name, two text boxes will be shown as output on the label output. But for in total, we will have two text boxes, three labels, and one button. Two labels will be indicate first name and last name. One label will be indicating output. One button will be used for the tweak what we have in our text boxes. Okay, let's start from the dragging, dropping text boxes. When you scroll down, you have text box here, drag and drop one, and when you drag and drop it, you can resize it. And while it's selected, you go right side properties window and find the name for this text box, and you can change it as you please. I wanna keep it like text first. That this must be unique ID, and next you gonna have next text box. You will resize it in the same size, and while it's selected again, we will change it like text last. And when you click in another field, it gets saved what you typed in name. Now we need two labels where it will indicate which one first name, which one last name for the text boxes. Get label, okay, you get it here. And for the label, as we are not planning to change any value of label when we hit the click button, I don't want to bother ourselves with the changing the name for the ID. I just will scroll it down and find the text. This label one is default text that it's showing output. I'm gonna change it to first. When you click another text field, you see we noticed here the value or the text for the first label it changed. We need, okay, let's make it not just the first name. Okay, and make it fit your screen. Next one is your second label, which will rename to, not rename, we will change the text to last name, and also changed. Okay, you can resize or remove it or by deleting, or to create new one in case if you need to delete it, or change the font color or font size, all this stuff. But this is not in this video. It's out of the scope for this video. It will be in next video. Now we need one button for to be clicked. It's here. We have it, drag and drop here, align it, and I wanna change ID of this button to button click, and also text to be changed to click me. And we noticed the button title is changed. You can resize to change this button size or leave it as is. And now last thing we need for the user interface, it's a label output. Let's make it right under button. And I don't want to change the text for this label, because if we change the text we will not see it, it will be invisible. But I want to change the name, which is unique ID for this label, as we'll be using it for the output. It's like a label output, and for the interface everything is done. Now we need to make this click me button function enabled, like event for this click me button. To do that, we just double click on button, and then automatically our click event will be created, and also it will open it by itself. Before we do that, just click save icon and then go back to the click me button and double click on it. You see, as I told earlier, we by double clicking we created event. Now I want to create two variables where we will get values from the first name and last name. It's like both text fields will be data type is string. It's string f, I can say. I don't want to make too long a variable. It's like f equals our text field first dot text, and string l equals text last name dot text. And what we did now, we just created variables for first name text and last name text to display it on label. Of course, we could do it without creating these variables, just directly create it for output for the first name and last name. But to make things clear, it's better to do a little bit more code, and always developer needs to be very accurate on his code. I just created these first name last name variables, or maybe we will be using these first name last name variables for the further code in the same event. Rather than writing text field dot text, it's easy to write just F or L. Okay, now we want to show on label what we get from the first name last name text. Okay, the ID of label output is when I start typing, it shows us, and then you just click tab button, it will give us whole ID for that label. And then dot text equals, we put F that we just got from the first name. And now here we need to merge these two variables into one to show us a one line. How we do it in C#, we use a plus sign to merge it. Plus icon, quotation marks for the white space, and again plus and L, and last name, and save it. Go back to your form, and when you go back to your form, the next step, we have to execute our application that we just finished for the coding. It cannot give us any error. If it gives you error, we have to go back and fix it. Let's see if it's giving us error or not. If we get any error, it will be down here on output. It will tell us something went wrong. We did some bad code. Okay, go to top and start it. Okay, well, it seems there is no error. Our application is running fine. What we need to do now, provide our name. Okay, let's say my name is John and last name is Do, and this first name last name must be shown on where we have label 3 title with white space between these first name last name and as1 string, and click it. Okay, we got what we were trying to get, and everything was successfully created. And I want to add one thing before I end this video. There is one more thing to make it in professional way of getting value from the text fields and putting it output. Rather than executing the code, we first need to check if we have something in our text fields. To do that, it's called validation. Let's say if the first name or last name is empty, first when we hit the click me button, we're supposed to show in a red color here on the label, okay, first name is required, or if it's first name empty. Actually, this is not for this video. This will be in next video, where I will be showing validation for the text fields and all including with other validations using regular expressions. Thanks for watching. I hope this video will be very useful for the beginners. Thanks for watching. Bye.